What's up, guys? We want to take a few minutes this morning and give you a little update for February, kind of get a jump on our monthly update for this month and not be behind. So man, there's a lot going on around here right now. Excuse me, there's a lot going on. We just had a volunteer group here, last weekend from Life Point Church in Senatobia. We had 6 guys come up and do a ton of work for us around the building and really take care of my family, me and my family. These guys are some good friends of mine, and I'll show you some of the work they did here in just a minute. So we had our first volunteer group of the year. They came in, they did a great job. We have done, at this point, we've done a couple of work days at the building. We've done some painting, we did some electrical, some lighting, we've done some drywall, plumbing, HVAC system put in. We got the foyer painted. The volunteer group did some trim, so they ran baseboards and trim in the foyer in the fellowship hall. They did lighting in the sanctuary and in the cry room. They did all kind of stuff. A lot of what you see around here, the office, they did. So man, we're rolling on with this stuff. So a little bit of stuff with the building. We're also looking at a loan, taking out a loan to get some things done. Unfortunately, there's a couple of big expenses that we're going to need to cover that aren't ever fun expenses, but they need to be done. And to be good stewards of the blessings that God has given us and take care of the building, we feel like we need to do that. So we need to put a roof on the building. We need to do some updates to several things in the building. We need to go ahead and get the rest of it over there and really over here painted and carpet done, and some things where we can really move on and stop thinking about the building and think about other things. So we've got that going. We're in the middle of that. We're going to use some volunteers groups for that this spring and summer, really, and probably fall. So this will be a long project going on. We know that. But a couple other things besides building. That's great. The building is a blessing, but we're trying to use it, not let it become the focus. Get done what needs to get done, but focus on some other things. So the food pantry is up and running still. They're doing very well, and we're starting to turn the corner a little bit, step into that in a healthy way. So even this past Monday, goodness, so 2 days ago, one of our restoration groups, they came up here on Monday night while the food pantry was going. There were 22 families that came through the food pantry on Monday night, and we had a group that they were here Monday. They made a little meal, hot ham and cheese sandwiches, and invited all the people, the families that are coming through the food pantry, to come and sit down, and they prayed with them, shared the gospel, and just beginning to build relationships and to engage them with the love of Christ. And so that was a very good thing. We're trying to not only give them groceries and food, but to step into that and to redeem that time also. So, man, that's good things that are going on. We've got a community outreach planned for just a couple weeks from now. I just ordered 1,000 little cards, new neighbor cards. We're going to knock on 1,000 doors right here around us in the northeast quadrant of Noblesville. We're going to knock on doors and just kind of explain what's happening, who we are, introduce ourselves. We have moved not really far from where we were meeting, but before we were invisible. And so now we are very visible. There's quite a few questions going on as far as what's happening. There's a lot of construction, and now there's kind of new life in this building. And so we're going to go ahead and answer some of those questions and hopefully meet some new people in our community, so you can be praying that way. I want to give you a couple of people to pray for this month. So 2 or 3 that we have met recently. One is a lady named Crescent. Crescent has been coming to the food pantry for a little while, and I met her in the parking lot, standing out here, talked with her on a Monday night, really about a month ago. Talked to her, prayed with her, and Crescent lives around here in Noblesville. She's not involved in a church. I don't think she's a believer. We haven't quite gotten that far as real solid gospel conversation, but for whatever reason, she has been on my mind. So I would ask you to pray for her, and that we would be faithful to follow up with her. She's one of those 22 families that came last night. Also, there's another one, another guy that I met that just moved. So there's a parking lot right outside the wall, right outside the door here, and then right across the parking lot there's a small little apartment, not really a complex, but apartment building. Daryl and Diane just moved into this apartment, and without sharing too much about them, they come from a background of there's some brokenness and some things going on there. Daryl spent a little bit of time, quite a bit of time, in jail, and then Diane has got some things going on where she's going to be on house arrest for a while. So, man, I have gotten to share the gospel twice with Daryl now, standing in the parking lot. Super friendly guy, but he is looking for, he is searching for some peace and some restoration in his own life and in his own relationship. Some with his girlfriend, but deeper than that, I think with God. And so I'd ask you to pray for Daryl and Diane. I had a great conversation with them over the weekend, and they came and they participated with us in worship on Sunday, so it was good to see them and her two sons. Diane is pregnant. She's 8 months pregnant with Daryl's first son. So it's a great opportunity for our church to step in and to really to love them, to minister to them, to speak the gospel, to demonstrate the gospel. So pray for Daryl and Diane, pray for Crescent, pray for us as we navigate this building stuff, building craziness, and this incredible blessing that God has dropped in our lap. We're praying that God would help us to not focus in on the building as if it was the only thing that matters, but to use the building, to leverage the building to reach the community, to leverage the building to make disciples, and to engage our neighbors. So thank you for your partnership and for your prayers, your support with us. We're super excited about quite a few of you guys coming up this summer. Like I said, we just had a team here. We're excited about the next teams that are coming. It's always good to have you here, and we've got 1,000 things to do. So let me show you around just a little bit, and I'll end this video, keep it from going too terribly long. So, here's my office. Me and a buddy, Dan Sprunger, came up here and painted this night before last. So it is some resemblance of an office now. You'll see the rest of this is in disarray. So Stephen and Mac and at least these two guys will be here. There'll probably be Jim will have an office in there. Food pantry is here. This room out here will end up being a conference room. We've got it kind of barricaded off. Right now, one of the things that the group from Life Point did, there was a big furnace right here, one of 3 furnaces. We tore it out in a whole bulkhead kind of wall here. They ripped all that out, cut all that down, put up new drywall, and we just got a little bit to finish this out, and we'll have this room back, and it will be phenomenal. Then in this room, we got the same barrier up here. The closed pantry's on the other side of this. We want to try to keep that dry, but new HVAC system that is doing well. And then we're going to put showers in right here for as we have volunteers, we'll have a place for them to shower if they stay on site, and we can be an emergency shelter in our community. So we've got that going on. New Restoration Church sign. So this is going to be we've got 2 of these. They're going to be temporary signs for us. We're going to put them out on the road here in the next couple of days. So anyway, things are going well. It's going crazy around here, running all over the place, but we're excited and just trying to keep our head above water. And like I said, trying not to just focus on the building, but to love our neighbors well, to engage people that are all around us in our community. So thank you for keeping up with us. Thank you for your partnership and for your prayers for us and with us. We are incredibly grateful for you guys. So shoot me an email, give me a phone call if there's anything else that you'd like to know, any specific questions you have, or if you want to come up to Noblesville and get involved, we'd love to have you. So hope you're doing well. Praying for you guys also. Have a good one.